Food.
It's just bad.
Drama.
You're not serious right now.
Verdict.
On that basis,
This competition is hard.
6 Caribbean countries send their best chefs to plead their case in the region's ultimate cooking showdown. Who will walk away with the $10,000 award? All rise for the Maggi Food Court Caribbean, Season 4. Last time on Maggi Food Court Caribbean, 16 chefs who are placed into 4 teams of 4. Each team went pot to pot in a 4x4 relay-style team battle. Teams 1 and 3 won their respective battles and came out on top, whilst teams 2 and 4 lost, finding themselves in the Court of Appeal. In this episode, the jurors must decide the fate of the losing teams. How will they redeem themselves? Can they appeal to the judge? This is the Team Appeal. Our jury members are Business Executive Officer of Nestle Caribbean, Okino Petrie, celebrity chef Noel Cunningham, and cooking show host from the Food Network, Roger Mooking. This culinary case is presided over by Maggi Food Court Judge, Jaron Geronimo Green. Let's go to court.
All rise. Maggi Food Court is now in session. Judge Geronimo presiding.
chefs, welcome back to Maggi Food Court. As you all know, in the last episode, you were required to create 3 fine dining Michelin grade courses for my jurors. Your performance in that challenge was less than spectacular, so you found yourself here in the bottom 2 groups. For this challenge, you'll be required to further split yourselves into 2 groups. Then you'll battle each other. Team 1, I'll give you some time to decide on the 2 groups. That was swift action. Team 2, the requirement is the same.
Flipping against each other.
What do you want to do?
Let's go.
Flip it. Choose.
Chefs, it's about to get hot in here.
On Team 1, we have chefs Khadija and Halim. On Team 2, we have chefs Mikkel and Romaya. On Team 3, we have chefs Shamar and Alex. And on Team 4, we have chefs Dustin and Trisha.
You'll be required to create the very best version of the classic chicken roulade. You'll be given 35 minutes in which to create the best version, because the chef who is found wanting will be going home. All right, you'll have full access to the pantry, all those fine Maggi spices and seasonings, and to fridge with all the freshest produce. Your time for cooking, 35 minutes, starts now.
Chicken and veg.
Get bell peppers, get carrots.
Alrighty, welcome, and we are back, and this is episode 2, and this is the battle of the chicken roulade. And from pork to chicken, is 35 minutes enough?
Yeah. Feel like we're back again. So for the viewers at home with the pork, I apologize publicly. Cool. We'll come back again with the chicken. Zane, mad. That's how I feel.
Let's take a look at Chef Halim's file.
Hey everyone, my name is Halim Kard. I'm the executive chef and restaurant consultant for Offshore Lounge and Restaurant. What makes my cooking very unique, I would say that there aren't many chefs like myself that have the determination and the goal that I've set to elevate Jamaican cuisine.
Hi, my name is Wei Ho Hong, and I'm a chef here at Offshore. I was previously contestant on the Maggi Food Court Season 3. You know, Halim has a lot of tricks in his bags and he draws influence from a lot of places. You know, he converts that into flavors and the plating, and that's really why, you know, he's going to win. So just look out for him. I pass the torch to you, and I know you can win this. I know you got this.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys of all ages, I don't know why I'm doing this to myself or why I'm doing this to everybody else. I don't need an introduction. You know who I am, and I'm coming to the Maggi Food Court to take it all in the name of the Jamaica land we love. What's cooking pan? Any frying pan?
Money bag, we have this, we good. That recipe for chicken roulade, I do it very often back home. So when they said we were doing chicken roulade, I was like 35 minutes, bet, okay.
Let's take a look at Chef Khadijah's case file.
Hi, my name is Khadijah Lewis, here on the beautiful island of St. Lucia. I infuse a lot of our local fruits. As long as it's 100% St. Lucian, it is in my menu. I'm gonna show everyone what we're capable of in using our local cuisine and just making it spectacular.
I believe Chef K has everything it takes to represent St. Lucia globally. She's very competitive, she's a very talented woman, and she gets it done.
I'm bringing something new to the table, new techniques, new methods, new flavors, new ideas. I'm here, I'm determined, I'm motivated, I'm confident. So everyone that's competing against me, better watch out.
Khadijah and I, we dance well together. Working in a kitchen, it's choreographed chaos.
Bone and pull out the long bone, leaving the tip of the thigh.
You want to do sherry or red? The decision is the decision. I'm ready to cook like right now. Like let's do this again. Let's do it over. I think it's down to efficiency now and really good communication. Just better communication between all of us and just efficiency and organization.
Let's take a look at Chef Ramaya's case file.
My name is Ramaya Jackson. I am from St. Anne, Jamaica. For me, cooking has been like a big part of my life. I fell in love with food in a different way, you know? Started to realize that food was more than just flavors. It's about colors and textures and experiences and being able to teleport you to places all across the globe without leaving your seat.
I like about her method of cooking is it's never the same. The flavors are always different. It's just amazing food, like wholesome, delicious, great food.
I am so proud of you and so excited for you. I'm a little sad that you might be sharing your skills in other places and we won't just have it all for ourselves, but I know that you're going to go on to do great things.
So, Ramaya, you know how to do what you do best. Just go out there, do it, have fun, and the rest is history.
So I'm coming to the Maggi Food Court, and anybody that's coming better be ready.
Honestly, I do believe that we will come out on top of this retrial. I honestly do believe that because now, we have had a taste and a feel of the kitchen. We have gotten our feet wet, so the adjustments can be made to improve ourselves, to do better.
Let's take a look at Chef Mikel's file.
My name is Mikel Denny. I'm from Eastern Quarry, Lafontaine. I am the CEO and head chef of the Ghetto Gourmet 868. What got me involved in cooking is seeing my grandfather. He had a lot of grandkids, and it was one thing Grandpa made known that everyone must eat. I use our local ingredients, infuse it with international cuisines, and I bring that perspective to the taste buds of people around.
Knowing him from the environment that we came from, he was very competitive in terms of commanding, in terms of your skill. I know he has what it takes. Mikel Denny, I'm proud of you. Right? You go and represent Trinidad and Tobago in the Maggi Food Court competition and you do your best.
Because of my over 20 years in experience in the kitchen, I believe I have what it takes to be the next best thing on Maggi Food Court. To all the other competitors there, be careful because Chef Mikel is coming hard to represent for Trinidad and Tobago.
Pimentos. You get it?
I don't know, I think we have to regroup, try and drill them a little harder, you know, time is of the essence. They better don't play. I ain't come here to go home. Come here to go straight to the top.
Let's take a look at Chef Trisha's file.
Hi, I am Chef Trisha Gregoire and I run the cafeteria at the St. Joseph Government Primary School. I actually wanted to be a flight attendant, and the first time I went into an airplane I realized I don't like flying too much. So the next best option was something that came natural to me. I was blessed with a gift of cooking.
I know of Trisha winning her category in food and culinary at a national level in 2018, and I think she has what it takes to represent Trinidad and Tobago and even the rest of the Caribbean. You are going to do what you do best, and I'm looking out for really, really excellent results from this competition.
I could bring this trophy home because competing is my area and I love a good competition. Chef Trisha Gregoire is coming and she's bringing all the flavors from Trinidad and Tobago.
So my game plan going into this next challenge is to plan good, execute, deliver, and present the best meal ever.
Let's take a look at Chef Dustin's file.
Hi, my name is Dustin Algatti. I am the owner of Le Chef Catering, executive chef. The years of dedication within the industry in Guyana, and I study abroad, came back home to use my craft. I infuse local cuisine with international cuisine and develop the industry within our country.
Dustin is open to criticism. So if you have your specific palate that you want to cater to, he will try his best to ensure that you can have that experience whenever you dine with him.
As an executive chef, I think Dustin is more than capable of taking home this first place prize with the Maggi's competition. He has a wide range of knowledge when it comes to continental dishes, Creole dishes.
Dustin, I know you as a person, I know your food. All the best, brother, and I'm sure you're gonna do fantastic.
So all the chefs in the Caribbean, be afraid. I'm coming to Maggi Food Court to take this competition.
A bit of that, the butterfly it, then stuff it.
Right behind.
Follow me?
Me personally, I'm just going to step it up a notch and try to show my true, stance potential and just go out there and do my best. That's all I can do my best.
Let's take a look at Chef Alex's file.
I'm Chef Alex, CEO and owner of Hungry Belly's Catering. So my influence on food basically started from a tender age of 6, 7. My mom gave me a toaster oven, to start me out. I know I can win because I'm a general, straight up. I'm a CEO, for run things, and I'm a Jamaican, simple. Well, to be honest, there's only one Chef Alex here, and I think my food is a reflection of my background, and I use Jamaican spices in everything that I cook. Scotch bonnet is always one of my go-to ingredients. Plus, the secret ingredient is love. You have to love what you do, and you have to be passionate about what you do, and I put that in everything that I cook. Hi, I'm Chef Alex, coming to Maggi Food Court. All my other competitors, look out on the eye, because I'm coming.
Redemption is a must. So I'm going to make sure the flavors mesh together, complement each other. So I'm going to make sure that it incorporates into it.
Let's take a look at Chef Shamar's file.
My name is Shamar Harris. I'm 27 years old. I come from Spanish Town, St. Catherine. And right now we're at Bozo Osteria Italiana. Winning this competition would mean a lot to me. It would give me a lot of publicity, more experience cooking, and so new rooms to my car.
Shamar is a really hard worker, and he's really introvert. It's very difficult that you find him speaking a lot. He's just there working. It's a really good one. I watched a few episodes of the previous edition. I saw a lot of teamwork challenges, and he's on that is one of the best I ever worked with. I wish you all the best. Good luck for the Maggi Food Court competition. Pitbull, you must win that one.
I believe I can win because I'm very creative I can think on the fly, and I'm very adaptable. To my fellow competitors at Maggi Food Court, I can't take your food.
So I wouldn't say it's a kitchen full of losers, but more a kitchen full of people who have experienced loss.
Really themselves as well.
Exactly.
There's some techniques that needed so that you can get an even cut of chicken so that way it cooks through. And let's see what they do with it.
Yeah, roulade is just a French word for roll, you know, so it's something that kind of rolled up, you know?
Maybe we could do a roasted here.
When we heard that it was gonna be 35 minutes, we just knew that we had to keep it as simple, but as still complex with all the flavors. It was a chicken roulade with a kale, almond, and herb filling that I made. Halim was the one who pounded the chicken, made sure that it was nice and straight so we could roll it up.
We did that in an imitation sous vide. We just dropped it in some water, wrapped it up real nice and tight in some saran wrap.
How small you want them?
Not too small.
This too small?
That's a little small.
You sure?
What are you feeling? How are you feeling? You tell me
Like
too.
we should do it the bigger, the smaller one.
All right, then you do it. We served that with a brown butter yam.
This yam is deadly.
We did the yam that we boiled and then basted in brown butter. And we also did some blanched veggies that we also based in the brown butter.
Some red wine, reduce it.
Yes.
Garlic.
Yes. Yeah.
Heard, working.
We also did a red wine and hibiscus reduction that we flavored with some spices as well.
See more chicken?
It's only breast?
Just breast. So it was a mushroom roulade. It's 4, right?
Yep.
That's the component that I was working on, and I did the chicken breast, pounded it out, and seasoned it up. I made like a rub for it with like olive oil, salt, pepper, a little bit of Cajun spice, all-purpose, and chicken seasoning because I'm trying to incorporate the Maggi flavor. And I did some fresh thyme in that as well because I really like thyme and how it kind of like ties like anything that's really savory together. And I feel like that I thought would pair really nicely with the mushroom that I was going to put inside of it.
So the components of the dish consisted of grilled vegetables, which had yellow and green bell peppers, zucchini, eggplants, tomatoes, and string beans marinated in olive oil, salt, pepper, tarragon, and some balsamic vinegar, which goes really well when grilling.
I don't see not for the filling.
Pull something from the pantry, like you usually use breadcrumbs. Breadcrumbs, panko.
Okay, so what is the filling?
Use breadcrumbs. Breadcrumbs, panko, breadcrumbs, season it up.
Give me a rough chop on this. I want all this chop up. And some,
So all this mixing into them?
yeah, a mixing. So throw everything on the board.
Yeah, Trisha she's a game changer. She's a leader. I wouldn't have chosen nobody, but she chose me, and I give her great props and respect for that.
After the first rounds, Dustin was the man I was gonna take. I just couldn't see myself going into a second challenge with the other two competitors. Go, give me finer, give me a little finer. Give me a little finer, chop it up, chop it up. We did a pecan nut and cranberry roulade.
And then Trisha, she did her thing with the protein, with, butterflying the chicken, beat it out, and put the stuffing in and put it to steam, and then we finish it off by pan-searing it in the pan.
Where the saffron? I'm looking for saffron.
We did a cauliflower rice. So we first chopped up the cauliflower fine, some onion, some garlic, some carrot, some mushroom. So we sweat down the onion, garlic, sweat it down, add the carrots, sweat it down, add the mushroom, then add a bit of white wine, and then stir in the cauliflower
flavor with some Maggi. Sprinkle with the Maggi seasoning.
We paired that with sorrel and Jack Daniel sauce for the chicken with pickled bell peppers.
This enough or I want more? Just toss it in there, spinach couple times. Done.
So the dish that we made was chicken roulade, stuffed with mozzarella cheese and sauteed spinach.
With a side of sauteed veg, broccoli, carrot, string beans. What do you need for this? Need this. No, I want to take it up off of cutting board. Huh? Put in there?
So when I was being paired with Shamar,
the 2 times, don't make it sweat too much.
I mean, I was a bit on the fence. You know, I was saying, all right, maybe he would have a different approach in terms of the first challenge.
Put salt area, put salt area. Oh, thanks.
We had a little small talk before, and I was like, yo, please just like work, you know, like fix your time management and let's just push through, you know what I mean?
You're not beat this out.
We can just base it with that.
Heard?
Don't overcook the veg too much, yeah?
Ready?
Need it fry up?
No, I'm just checking.
I didn't have no salt. No salt. Put.
All right, chefs. Ah, my, in here smells so good. So good. This trial is off to a good start. I like what I'm seeing. Is that squash being grilled on team number, is that mushrooms and shallots you have going? What are you doing? Tell me.
I'm doing the chicken right now, so the chicken is marinating, and I'm working on like a little small layer of filling in between so that we can roll it up.
What are you filling in with? Tell me.
This right now is a little bit of shallots, mushrooms. We're gonna do a little bit of rice vinegar with that, and salt and pepper.
All right. So you're doing a roulade with a mushroom shallot stuffing. So what's going to happen to the squash? I see them perfect grill marks over there.
That's going to be a grilled veg addition to the plate. That's going to be the vegetable option.
Smells good. What's going on in this?
This is yam. I'm going to steam it on some yam to do a yam moho.
Yam moho. Oh gosh, the terms are out, the pans are out, the chefs are out, because guess what? Everything rides on this challenge. Talk to me, Chef Halim. What's going on over here? Just a piece of time in a pot.
We have some chicken. We have a chicken roulade in there, poaching, some vegetables in there as well.
So your cooking method is poaching. That's cooking by immersing in liquid and
poach and then grill.
All right, talk to us. Chicken roulade, poaching with that. Are you blanching those vegetables?
Yes, we're blanching them. We also have some yams in there.
All right, what's the poaching liquid?
We just use some regular water with a lot of salt.
Just salt.
Water and salt. That's the poaching liquid on this team side.
Right.
So what's the stuffing in the roulade?
So we have kale and almond.
Kale and what?
Almond and herbs.
Chicken stuffed with kale and almond. That's the roulade on this side. Is this red wine?
Yes, sir. Yes.
You're making a red wine. Is that cardamom?
What is star anise? Star anise and some pimento.
Oh gosh, all right. You go ahead cooking. I like it. Maggi Food Court is hot. All right, talk to me. What's going on?
So we have some cauliflower rice.
Cauliflower rice.
Some mushrooms, pepper, carrot, some shallot.
And I see Pinot Grigio here out on.
The cauliflower rice.
All right, Chef Dustin, that looks good. It smells good. Talk to me about the roulade. What's the stuffing?
So the roulade, so it have
Pecan nut and cranberry. We're doing a pecan nut and cranberry.
Pecan and cranberry, and you're steaming your roulade.
And then we do, yeah.
Very interesting, very interesting. All right, so they're steaming. They have stuffed with pecan and what again?
Cranberries.
Pecan and cranberry, almond and kale, mushrooms over there and shallots. Talk to me, Chef Alex. What's going on? I see spinach out.
Spinach and mozzarella cheese stuffing.
Spinach and mozzarella stuffed roulade. All right, talk to me about these sides.
We have some roasted vegetables.
Roasted market vegetables.
Creamy mashed potatoes.
I see mashed potatoes going, but the time is also going. All right, so it's battle roulade here in Maggi Food Court. This is season 4. We have 8 chefs in the kitchen. It's hot. The flames are up and everything rides on this. The flames are up and somebody's getting burned. Matter of fact,
4 people are getting burnt. Chefs, just by the way, you have 12 minutes to finish and plate your dishes, or you can go to your yard. Woo! I like it, I like it.
And what I'm noticing as well, the stuffing, nobody's doing a combination of 2 meats, which could explore your versatility or your skill level. I think they're taking it too simple.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see some seafood in there.
Yeah.
With prosciutto or something to grab.
What a yum.
Did we even add filters?
No, chef. I don't think I did.
When we saw that the time was ticking down, we were already so, in tune on what we had to do. We just kept our head in the game, make sure that everything came out exactly how we wanted it.
How's it looking? Good?
Yeah, that's good. Need some salt and a puree at the same time.
We did a corn and coconut puree, and we used Maggi coconut milk to infuse in that.
This one.
Low.
Well, heat. Watch it here, chef.
The mushroom filling was shallots sauteed down in a little bit of olive oil with mushrooms and garlic, and then I added, once that like caramelized a little bit, I added a little bit of vinegar to that, and then I added the breadcrumbs. And then when it started, I want to say, coming together, I added a little bit of the starchy water that Mikel had, and kind of like thinned that down, and it created like a little paste that I could then spread into the roulade to roll it up.
So we had something called yam moho. That is, it's thinly sliced onions, sliced garlic, fine thyme. Sometimes we use citrus, which I opted not to use.
What I noticed in this round though, the urgency of the groups has changed. You know, that kind of pace, like, now it's like, damn.
For the most part, we had most of the elements already done. The potato was just moving slow to cook.
Now put it on the grill.
I know chicken roulade in and out. I do it at many occasions. So really and truly, obviously it was the star of the dish, so initially I should have just went straight to chicken and stopped worrying about the additives, you know what I mean?
Straight, you want a straight pan of the sauce or you want a spicy? Ginger.
Definitely it was hard to make a dish for it because yes, it's easy to make the chicken, but to make the sides and so on with it, kind of difficult. Was more focused on the sides rather than the main.
It's 6 minutes. Let's see if I can mash it now.
So when it came down to 6 minutes, we started to plate while the sauce was still on the fire, the potato was still on the fire. So we started to plate, so we worked that 6 minutes.
Went for plates.
You really only have 35 minutes, and that is not a lot of time. Really, especially when you're not somebody that cooks on a schedule, like a time that's like minutes.
Seared in butter. Cooking in butter on the stove. This is not working.
Within the last 5 minutes, the chicken still is sizzling in the pan and not hot.
See, she moving that thing around the pan and it's raw. She realized, you see her look at her face there? She realized.
Oh my goodness.
She's like, oh my gosh.
Have you ever had medium well chicken?
No, sir.
No.
In Japan, they sell chicken sashimi.
Yeah. But we're not in Japan.
There is a bowl with roasted tomato on the counter, and I am trying to get plates.
Stop plating, stop plating.
Where's the plate? Where's the plate?
The plates, yeah.
As for the plates, I get the plates. We only have 3 plates. You have 3 plates.
Okay, about this, you know.
I knew what I was doing, but halfway through I just started choking and freeze up and started confused. And then what made it worse was as borrowed the blender to blend out the sauce. And then it wasn't working, so then I started choking more. So
I understand sometimes not everybody can manage the pressure, But in a competition, you have to push. You have to push past that barrier. Oh, beautiful. Oh, sweetheart.
I saw that my other opponents were struggling with time. I felt really bad.
They should have started with the protein because that was the main component of the dish. So I think if they did push the protein first, I think they were to stand a better chance.
I was cool, but then when we got down to the very end, and it's like, okay, the chicken is not there. It's not where it's supposed to be. It's like my heart dropped. Like, no.
By this time, the thing should be cooked and resting for 2 minutes, and you're cutting in the last minute. It's not even cooking yet.
The pancetta was in the oven, was still raw. Alex had to put it back on the pan and try to finish searing it off. After that, time run out, so couldn't send out chicken.
All right, chefs. Your time for cooking will expire in 3, 2, 1. Chefs, step away from the counter. Step away from the counter. Your time for cooking has expired. Wow, wow, wow. What a battle it has been here. This is the most defining moment so far in Maggi Food Court Caribbean Season 4. Who will be going home?
I took most of the load, left to focus on the chicken, which I thought was the smart thing to do.
I think because I was the person working on the chicken and the chicken is not what's on the plate, that could ideally make it my fault. My team is not the only team that chicken is not on the plate. I guess it comes down to whose veggies tasted better. I don't know.
It's time to present the dishes to the jury.
All right, Khadija, second time in the kitchen,
Yes.
teamwork challenge again.
Yes.
Tell us what you prepared.
So today we have a pan-seared and based in butter yam with a creamy coconut and corn puree. We also have a hibiscus and red wine reduction with some sauteed veg that we also based in the brown butter that we use to baste the yam. And the main star of the show is our chicken roulade with a kale, almond, and herb filling.
All right, Khadija, thank you.
Thank you so much. Enjoy.
This one is kale and almonds, and it's a nice filling, but you eat that with the corn is really nice.
Yeah, I think, Musa's liver is awesome. The yam, I think, would have cooked in some. Yeah, well, hey.
Yeah. But this is a roulade challenge. And at the end of the day, I'm looking for a few things.
Yeah.
On my plate, it's well stuffed with the stuffing. Yeah. Everything is fully cooked. It's sealed well. There's a little bit of browning on the exterior of the chicken, which the Maillard will add some flavoring to it. And nothing is bursting out. But this is my piece, right?
Yeah, and it's tender, which is a good characteristic of a good chicken roulade. That's what I'm looking for, personally.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see team 2.
Chef Mikel, how are you?
I'm quite all right.
Quite all right. Tell us about your dish.
The concept today was to have grilled vegetables marinated in a little balsamic vinegar and some tarragon herb to give it a nice earthy taste with a yam mojo, which consists of red onions and a little bit of extra grease. But unfortunately, we didn't have that chicken roulade ready and able to be plated. That was originally stuffed with sauteed red onions and mushrooms.
So, Chef Mikel, you're aware that this is a redemption round where the chicken roulade is the star of the dish.
Yes, sir.
And your team spent a lot of time making a lot of vegetable preparation. Tell me what happened in the kitchen, why you spent so much time doing other things other than the star, which at the end of the
I guess we separated the mise en place. One chef do one thing, one chef do the other. So basically, me on a personal level, I was focusing on the starch, veg, and sauce.
But this is a team effort, right? So if one person falling short, I think that's weird, but we'll see.
I guess it's basically just trusting the person that you're working with.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I mean, in this case, it's like you're going to court, right? And the star witness is the chicken.
Yeah.
Marking the register, and it's absent. It's just not here. So I think when it comes down to the starch as well, I mean, Mikhail was trying to say that it wasn't his fault, but it's a team's challenge.
It's a team challenge, yeah.
I mean, I don't know what the other two teams are going to come with, but I do hope if they come with chicken, then this is automatically gone. But
yeah,
I think maybe we could indulge in the starch. This one like a meat.
Well, no, the onions are at least bright and
yeah. The key weakness is missing. It's unfortunate.
It is. I mean, 35 minutes and all you put on a plate is some tomatoes and some yams? No.
No, he was not.
No. All right, so let's move on to team 3.
All right, Chef Dustin, can you tell us what your team has prepared for us?
So we have a chicken roulade stuffed with pecan nuts and cranberry, cauliflower rice. We have mushroom, carrots, onion, garlic, and spread down with a bit of white wine. And then we have a potato puree. And we have a sorrel reduction with Jack Daniel Hennessy.
What was it like working in this team challenge yet again?
It was challenging, but you know, we're trying to redeem ourselves. I know this dish would bring us up to it.
Yeah? And if you had a one-on-one opportunity, who would win? You don't have to answer that one. All right, thank you.
Look, hearts. Just slow. Ooh, that stuff is salty.
It's very good though.
That flavor is good.
Yeah.
Run juice.
I'm wondering if they didn't taste it.
But the roulade is sealed well. It has a nice color on the exterior, some brown in. I know.
It rolled real well.
Yeah, it rolled really tight. Yeah, and I like the surprise inside with the pecan. You get a real crunch. I wasn't expecting that much crunch like that, which is nice.
I think the cauliflower rice also complement it as well. You know.
Have you tried the potatoes?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very forgettable.
And this reduction is not really like reduction. They just boil down the liquid, but it needs some kind of demi-glace or some kind of meat stuff to fortify it to get the consistency. Right now it's very runny, you know?
They gave you all of it. I didn't get any.
You didn't get any? Well, no. Consistency, you know?
I think it's a little bit all over the place, you know, like the peppers, it's not like coming together with the dish itself. But away from that, yeah.
That's exactly it. I think we can welcome the final team. All right, Chef Alex. I see disappointment. Tell us what happened in the kitchen.
Well, to be honest, I think we underestimated the time and a little bit of, I would say, lack of confidence. In terms of partnership, I think sometimes we have to build up ones who need the strength, and I think sometimes we work off of each other's strengths, right? In this case, there was a little bit of lacklustre in terms of preparation. So I think if we had started strong, we would have finished strong.
I don't even have a plate.
Exactly.
Thank you, my brother. Yeah, nice. I'll let you know how it goes. You have 35 minutes to make 3 plates. And from what I see of what is on the plate, like, it's not, the vegetable not even cooked.
And for me, this is wild. This is crazy because this is a redemption battle, right? And the chicken is a star. And of course, there's no chicken.
Exactly.
And that's the first thing that should be on the stove, should be ready. That's the focus. And then these are the secondary.
For me, this is a big learning curve. We'll just move again and, do the right thing next time.
All right. Thank you, Chef Alex.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for having me.
Well, Roger, tell us.
Yeah, I know. Tell me.
Because you have a lot.
I'm fine with that one.
Yeah. I'm having a vegetable roulade.
I think it's very disappointing. You know, they have two little string beans and some carrots. This is the cheapest use of our kitchen that I've ever seen in this entire competition. The plate is worth more than the dish.
Hey, boss, it's good food cost though.
Yeah. But I think what's important here is I think they underestimated the competition. They're a little bit underprepared. And I mean, I think they forget all the viewers that will be watching this show and seeing this great disappointment.
Yeah, and it goes, you know, because time management is very important in the kitchen and also teamwork.
And even pride, just pride.
Basic.
Yeah, you could have put some effort in. And I think they should have just walked out of the kitchen when the time was up.
And also, I don't see seasoning.
No.
I don't see any seasoning. Like, if you're gonna do basic, there's just basic things, and this is just.
Well, I think it's time for us to adjudicate.
Yep.
Well, look, my brothers, this is a redemption round, and you either, as a team, are gonna make it or break it. And I think very clearly, we know who made it and broke it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the challenge today was a little bit unfair to us. We had nothing to judge.
Yeah.
It's almost like, you know. But it is what it is. I think we have a decision.
Yeah. I was expecting more because it's all the same dish you're doing. It's chicken roulade, which is basic, but...
Bailiff?
Do you rather we come to a verdict?
We have.
Yeah, okay.
Chefs, we have come to the end of your trial. There are no more chances. And for the first time this season, we will know who will be going home. You are given a simple challenge to create the best version of a classic chicken roulade. And once again, I was very disappointed with the show that you put on. Now, only 4 chefs, 4, can move on. Quite frankly, it came down to the fact that 2 groups cooked and 2 did not. It's like turning up to courts and presenting a case without evidence. So at the end of the trial, Chef Ramaya and Chef Mikkel, Chef Alex and Chef Shemar, the court has decided you simply have to pack your bags and go home. Please leave the court. That being said, Chef Khadija, Chef Halim, Chef Trisha, Chef Dustin, you'll be moving on to the next round of Maggi Food Court Caribbean.
For the Jamaicans, we're going to take it home for the country. We still know that a Jamaican has not won the competition yet. This competition is tough. It's tougher than I expected. No joke.
I feel good. Live to fight another day.
So I feel excited, feel relief.
There's no way that they were going to send this team home. They almost sent me home, you know. But I ain't done yet.
May sound bad, but we already knew who was gonna move forward or not by the plates that were presented. But I still don't think our dish was what it should have been or could have been.
I feel disappointment, but I feel like that is my own internal emotion to carry right now. Like, I know there is so much more food that I could make for you guys. And I said I wasn't gonna cry on this thing, because everybody know me as a cry baby. But I take going home in the first challenge very personally. That's how the cookie crumbles, you know? Yeah, we going home. That is so unreal.
I already knew what was gonna happen, so it was just accepting my faith, for lack of better words. Would have loved to continue, but this is how it goes. My family, my fellow co-workers, colleagues who have been supporting me and pushing me through all these years, I just want to say thank you, and I did my best in making you all proud.
Well, to be honest, my initial thought was there's a high chance of me leaving due to the situation that happened in the kitchen, not completing a dish. So I was like, whatever result, I'd have to accept it and just keep going. So when I heard the result, I was like, all right, cool, I accept it, keep my chin up and just keep moving. Definitely think I made my family proud, just being a part of this, Thanks for all the support.
We live and you learn. So just means that know what to do next time, come bigger and better. I already know the outcome because even I wouldn't accept a dish like that and would try to send them home. So not really that big of a surprise. My co-workers, friends and family were behind me every step of the way, but I still feel like I let them down. I really thought I could have made it a little further, but it is what it is.
Next week on Maggi Food Court Caribbean, chefs Halim, Khadija, Trisha, and Dustin won their appeal and will join the other 8 defendants as they continue their culinary trials. 12 chefs now remain standing as they enter the grueling triple trial.
You're not serious right now.
This competition is harder.
No. Verdict.
On that basis.
Who will walk away with the $10,000 award? All rise for the Maggi Food Court Caribbean Season 4.